in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? Along with our broadcast team of Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich, Kevin Harlan, I hope you'll join us in welcoming our very special guest to the broadcast tonight. The terrific, the legendary Kobe Bryant has put on a headset and placed himself in our broadcast position. Kobe, this is really terrific. Thank you for coming by.
No, I'm always happy to stop by.
Look at Oklahoma City. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And during this streak, guys, one thing you can see on this team is that everybody's role is clearly defined. Every player knows exactly what's expected of them. All the pieces seem to be fitting together perfectly.
Well, right now, they're a coach's dream, guys. I mean, like you said, everybody knowing their role and everybody accepting their role. Nobody putting themselves above the team.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, did you see that? The athleticism of Kuzma is phenomenal. I mean, he uses it often to gut through the defense.
And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle is a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrate, and it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle's the biggest crock of garbage. It was just you and Michael. And I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. Do you remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that. Check. Well, wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they playing this action. They're playing it that way. All right, check. Hold it. Well, wait. Interesting. Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. From that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in a timeout and say, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
That's good stuff. Westbrook against Ball. Westbrook kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Here's Robertson. He's covered by Ingram. The shot's good from Robertson. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldrich.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Westbrook following the basket by LeBron James. And there's the pass to Grant. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Again, the Thunder score. And Kobe, one aspect that always stood out about your career and dedication was your work ethic. What motivated you to continue to work hard, even into your last year in the NBA, when your body sometimes would say, no more work, right? No more work.
Yeah, I love the process. I love the process more than the actual game, because it's a puzzle. You have to figure out how things are going to work. Okay, my ankles won't loosen up. How do I get them to loosen up? Right? Contrast therapy, stretch, modalities, strength training. Right? So it's a constant
That would
puzzle.
take hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. Very tedious things, but it's like a quest. You're trying to figure out what's going to work. Right? It's the little challenges along the way that always kept me interested.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by the Lakers. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. George passes to Adams. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're locked in again at that third spot. Not a bad place to be.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Over Westbrook. And another basket for the Lakers.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Robertson kicks to Westbrook. On the wing, George. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Grant. Shoots over Kuzma. No good from Grant.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James. Kuzma's got his third bucket of the night.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Pass to Grant. In the corner, George with it. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Kuzma. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Here's LeBron. They lead by 1.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Here's Robertson. George with no one around. And it falls over the rim and in. Kobe, in other sports, I mean, people always admired the mind of Peyton Manning playing in the NFL. Tom Brady, the way he thinks the game through. I compare you to that. Did you have that same kind of fascination in other sports with the great players that were similar to you in basketball?
Yeah, we used to get together. I remember the first time I met Peyton was at an Orlando Magic game, 99. He came in the locker room. We were just getting started. So I was just asking questions about his process and stuff. And he started going to like mock cover 2 and and I was like, and he went on for like a good 5 minutes. When he was done, I said, Peyton, I don't understand anything you just said, right? But he spoke at a level of detail that was beyond fascinating.
You were impressed by that?
Yes, which then leads to more questions. Like Tom and I talk often about that stuff too, and how much we love the game, how much we love the process and the attention to every little detail. It's fun to be around, no matter the industry.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in. Robertson kicks to Adams. Lays it up and banks it in. Adams has got his first points of the game.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And then for Oklahoma City, Patterson comes in for Grant, and Alex Abrinas subbed in for Andre Robertson. James in the post, defended by George. And that one drops for him. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
George finds Westbrook. And the 3 off target. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Paul with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside, George. Back to Abrinas. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is off. The Lakers in the lead. And Kobe, you think about playing the game. You don't miss the physical side of it, but I know the mental side was so big for you, especially as your career went on.
Well, yeah, every season was a new puzzle. right? So it's, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates. How do you put them in the situation where they're reaching their max potential?
Yes.
Right? That's what gets the championship done. So every season is exciting because the puzzle is new, right? The emotions, the goals that your teammates have are all new. And so you have to figure out how can you put them in the best possible position to be successful and in turn help us win a championship.
It's a great explanation. Now here's Westbrook. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Kuzma passes to Chandler. Kicks it out to James. Paul George with the steal. Ball against Westbrook. Patterson finds Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Thunder shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
For the Thunder, Ferguson's checked in for Paul George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round one.
And this first game is always interesting. It's going to give us a sense of what the dynamic between these teams is going to be this season.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Ball. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Now here's LeBron, who's got 5. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Hart. Caldwell-Pope passes to Hart. To the wing on the left. Here's Chandler. And the Lakers with another miss. The Thunder leading by 3. And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. And also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. At times where you'll miss it and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game you hit a game winner and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Yeah. Even that. There'll be games where you make them and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better, right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Here's Abrinas. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Patterson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Rondo finds James. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
.133 left to play here in the first. Out to the right wing. Hart the pass to Caldwell-Pope. James looking it over. From deep. That shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Abrinas kicks to Ferguson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Abrinas. Last game we saw him score 14. Here's Schroeder. Chandler with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That one is off.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Ferguson. Schroeder outside. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Rondo against Schroeder. Rondo passes to Ingram. And the Lakers get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
For Los Angeles, they have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rondo against Schroeder. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Thunder as they wrap up the first quarter on a 20-7 run. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson. Patrick Patterson is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Abrinas in at the 2. 4 on the shot clock. With the floater, and it's Schroeder missing.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his moves.
Rondo against Schroeder. Rondo dishes to Chandler. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And Kobe, you think about that leadership role, challenging teammates, putting results above relationships. A lot of guys aren't comfortable with that scenario.
Yeah, most of those guys don't win, so that's that's fine. It's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable in the moments of being uncomfortable, that will get you ultimately to being comfortable in June.
And Chandler sends it back out on his own on the break. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Lakers, number 1.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
The first one falls.
And Caldwell-Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Andre Robertson in for Alex Abrinas. Here's Robertson. Back to Schroeder. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Schroeder outside. Another shot, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back, but they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Thunder leading by 6. Poked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Hart outside for Rondo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Schroeder. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 9th in scoring, 12th in assists, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Josh Hart.
You know, I'm sitting here listening to you talk, Kobe, about the game. You should have an academy for some of these players, really.
Yeah, I mean, I do it individually.
Yeah.
I don't do it collectively with guys,
right.
but individually I do. Like, I've had guys just come out to where I live out in Orange County, and I'll tell them, I said, listen, you guys can come out anytime. If I'm in town, I'm always available at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we can go 5 o'clock in the morning to 7. So I do that quite a bit with guys individually.
Here's Ferguson. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Ferguson kicks to Robertson. Pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. Ingram with the steal. Caldwell-Pope finds Chandler. Out to Ingram. Caldwell-Pope outside. Kuzma inside. Working on Grant. And that one good. Now just a 4-point Thunder lead.
Even under pressure, Kuzma keeps his concentration, refusing to let the defense alter his shot in the paint.
Grant gets a wide open look. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Schroeder against Rondo. Inside. And Kuzma slams it in.
And it only takes a few buckets for Kuzma to get going. He's a crafty, dangerous scorer.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Kings.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made him pay for a lackluster effort.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Lakers trail by 6. Rondo dishes to Caldwell-Pope. Rondo with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Rondo kicks to Caldwell-Pope. They get it again. Chandler. There's the pass to Kuzma. Out to Ingram. Jacks up a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ingram spotting up and showing that that touch made him the 2nd overall pick in 2016.
Pass to Noel. Count the basket. Noel's got 7 points in the game. And they say the capacity for work is one of the great indicators for an NBA prospect. That motivation. Kobe, I can't believe you had a lot of trouble being motivated, knowing the way you are, the way you're wired.
Well, you just got to find what makes you tick.
Right.
And sometimes it's hard for players to look internally and figure out what that is. And so as coaches or teachers or parents, you know, it's our responsibility to find what that is in our children or players or students and bring it out of them.
Well said. The Lakers making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Paul George comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
All-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
And Westbrook, here we go. And Westbrook throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. For three, Ingram sinks the triple. He's got 8.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
To the middle. And the dunk by Grant.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Los Angeles calls timeout. Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 4-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Down low, here's McGee, and here's Ingram from the arc. Here's Kuzma, and he uses the glass on the layup. Kuzma's got 14.
Masterful at timing, when to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
Grant the pass to George. It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Kuzma with the ball.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Dallas.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Well, they worked through their plays until they found some decent looks, and then they did a great job finishing.
And here is James following Russell Westbrook's 3. Passes it to Kuzma. Shoots from the line. Misses off the left iron. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. McGee with the block. They retain possession. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Thunder.
It's been the guards who've dominated the ball, but really in a good way, creating opportunities for their teammates, and that's something they'll look to continue here down the stretch.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Ball's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Andre Robertson. Grant outside. Outside for George. 5 to shoot. Abrinas' shot is off. Lakers trail by 4. Kuzma inside. He's covered by Grant. Kuzma, that's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Abrinas. On the wing, George. Outside. And the pass. Feeds it to Adams. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook scanning the floor. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. The offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Grant. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside Westbrook. Outside George. Off target from outside. LA's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 assists.
Fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Pass to Abrinas. Grant outside. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
James, the pass to Ingram. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
But yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Now here's Adams. 8 points his last outing to the paint. And Patterson kicks to Adams. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. He feeds it to McGee. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
And you know, Chris, you and Kobe both playing from the same era of the NBA. He was sharing his thoughts about current trends in the league. You feel it's different from when you and Kobe both played?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you look now, just defensively, when we came into the game, hand checking was allowed. Then after that, zones were allowed in the game. When we first came in, you think about the three-point line, or the best three-point shooters in the game. Maybe we're allowed to take 2 a game at that time. Now you see guys, they can let it fly 6 or 7 times, 10 or 12 times, 15 times. So I do think that the game has changed, but I just think that's great because the game has evolved. I love watching where these young players are playing and their skill sets now, and I can't wait to see where the game goes.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided. And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And here is James following Russell Westbrook's 3. Scooped up.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now he might have to sit out until halftime.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And he knocks down the first one. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. Oklahoma City leading by 8. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Aprinas. Some solid defense from Ingram.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
Passes to Kuzma. Back to Ball. LeBron outside. Misses from short range.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
We talk about guys with big verticals, but Russell Westbrook is the next level. First one in the air, he's still up, he's still up, he's still up. Last one to come down, and his body is always in control. A nice body, I may add.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing here by 8. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Ingram is out there with Ball, and it's McGee in at the center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now here's James. Last season, they're trying to speed up the game. C-Web, teams were given fewer timeouts. You think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts, no more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up, and these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are, and I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it, and look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West, but I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Here's ball. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Pass to McGee. It's stolen by Adams. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. They'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Oh, step in the right direction. It's huge whenever Ball finds a way to capitalize from the mid-range.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Grant outside. Robertson finds Westbrook, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. And Los Angeles guys shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. LeBron drives in.
James is like a freight train moving to the rim. He's so effective at getting the D to hit him when he's on the attack.
LeBron James.
Free throw good, LeBron. Both free throws good from James. And isn't it amazing how overnight the Lakers went from a rebuilding team to a contending team now with LeBron?
You know, whatever team LeBron has been on has always been a threat to make the finals. Magic Johnson knows that, and he was always a threat to make the finals. 9 for him, 8 for LeBron. I mean, the Lakers recognize and know that they have a full titles are a standard for Magic Johnson and the Lakers, and their commitment to bringing LeBron in shows that.
Here's Kuzma. The Thunder making the shot from past the arc. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from James.
Oh, that's just great judgment right there from James. He has a firm understanding for when to let it fly.
Now here's Ingram. Defense is right there. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Now Westbrook, 16 points for him. And Adams now top of the key. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 13 points for Steven Adams.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Now here's James. He's got 12, and it's Paul George with the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. Noel's checked in for Jeremy Grant. It's deflected. Paul George with the steal. Out to the wing. Westbrook wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers trail by 11. Ingram kicks to LeBron. And there's the pass to Kuzma. Westbrook against Ball. LeBron outside. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 3rd in scoring, 5th in 3-point shooting, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Westbrook buries it down low. Westbrook's got 18 points in the game.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Westbrook against Ball. To the paint. And Kuzma slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Adams. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to McGee. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Noel. And Kuzma slams it in.
Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looks like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was dissed for being a 3-year player at Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. Robertson dishes to Westbrook. To the inside. Releases. Oklahoma City keeping it alive with a new 24-second shot clock.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Los Angeles. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Schroeder's checked in. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Now here's Noel. 10 points for him. Schroeder passes to Westbrook. Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 23.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And Noel throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
And the Thunder with the possession here after LeBron James's miss. Schroeder outside. Pass to Ferguson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Over ball. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, then getting right up on the jump shot.
Now, here's Kuzma, and he has 28 points for the game. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're sitting pretty, 2nd place, and looking to take the top spot. And checking out the Lakers. They're right in 3rd place now.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
It's tipped. Now here's James. He's covered closely. And again, no good by the Lakers.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Here's Schroeder. And the shot is long.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front. Dang, that's his fourth foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first, and then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well. And you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in. Where their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
Some changes for the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hart the pass to LeBron. Hart kicks to James. Pulls it up. It's a very good look and converts. LeBron's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Looking to get it going. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Pulls it up. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Abrinas. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Abrinas the pass to Adams. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. LeBron with it. 14 points for him. Hart kicks to Rondo. And again, the Lakers no good. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So Adams will go to the free throw line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Here's Grant following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Schroeder against Rondo. Count that one. And that's now 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
And that one drops. 8 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here is James. He's got 14. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go. To the line to shoot 2. That free throw, no good. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. George is checked in. And the Thunder with the possession here. They lead by 17. Schroeder kicks to Grant. There's the pass to Patterson. Dishes it to Schroeder. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his third foul of the game. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
Los Angeles on D. Down low, Grant. It's blocked.
7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
And again, no good by the Lakers. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. That'll put Rajon Rondo on the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And George with the stuff.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Ingram. Here's Hart. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Caldwell-Pope for 3. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And you have to do a ton to distract Caldwell-Pope. Just razor-sharp concentration when he's going up with the shot.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The forwards, George and Grant. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Abrinas in at the 2 spot. And he nails the jumper. Abrinas has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Oklahoma City. Now Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. To the middle, Paul George with the steal. Pass to Abrinas. Lays it up off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 19. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Oh, man, come on. Injuries like this can change the course of a game, even the whole season. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Robertson, he's checked in. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Kuzma with it. Now defended by Grant. Kuzma kicks to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. But they recover it. Here's Chandler. And he banks in the layup.
So look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound. Finishing strong on the putback.
To the inside. Abrinas. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lakers trail by 19. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
James checked in for Brandon Ingram. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Thunder. And there's the call on Chandler. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. 19-point game. Grant, that's good.
Assist from
just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
The impressive agility of Kuzma moves so well towards the rim. Got to seal him off if you're the D.
It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. C-Web, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places, they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curve on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
And it's good, 2 points. Kuzma's got 33 points.
It's too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
Grant finds Schroeder. Adams trying to free himself up. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Grant. Grant's got 3 assists now in this one. LeBron passes to Chandler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough 3 from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Here's Kuzma. That one goes. Count it. Kuzma's got 17 points here in the second half.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Westbrook against LeBron. Schroeder, right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Grant. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Web, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. Right. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
Schroeder outside. Back to Grant. The pass to Robertson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Lakers trail by 19. Pass to Hart. Puts it up from 15. The Thunder pull it in. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on George. What's the status, David?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Thunder's head athletic trainer. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
Here's LeBron, and Adams sends it back, and they get it back. This one for three, and LeBron James good for three. James has got 10 points in just the second half. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And the Lakers with some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Lonzo Ball.
Ingram against Schroeder. That's tipped.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
He dishes it to Ball. And they will call over the back on the play.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
He's showing good hustle. I mean, a little too much hustle, though. I mean, you got to dial it down just a little bit.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers, trailing by 17.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Now, here's Westbrook. High post shot. Kuzma pulls it in.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
The drive by LeBron. Trying to find Chandler. He's got it now.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. The Thunder leading by 13. Westbrook with it. Schroeder outside. To the inside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Westbrook against Ball. At the elbow, Chandler. James outside. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Lakers.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Robertson kicks to Westbrook. The dish to Schroeder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Oklahoma City leading by 15. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man up.
The Lakers making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. Timeout called the Lakers.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Rondo against Westbrook.
And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. No luck that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 19 points. Schroeder kicks to Grant. Passes to Ferguson. Back to Grant. Clock at 6. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Rondo. Compared to when you were playing C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. Ben Wallace's, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with a total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. Grant kicks to Robertson. Back to Grant. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Schroeder, right side. Over Rondo. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Schroeder missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Floats one, and no good.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses. Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one on him.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Steven Adams.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Zubac on the money with the open jumper. Here's Abrinas. He kicks it to Noel. Felton feeling it out a bit. Now the pass to Patterson. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Here's Stevenson. Pass to Zubac. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here is Felton. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.